SAL plays the role of community connector. It makes reading a community act.
To evolve and to grow, to be responsive to the community and to bring writers who felt relevant and exciting to people so that we could build community around books.
SAL is a place where everybody can come together in one room.
I used to think that SAL was important because it was a host for innovators and creative minds. But what I've learned in the last couple of years, it's a catalyst for those big thinkers and creative minds.
SAL provides a forum for new ideas and community conversations, along with their program writers in the schools, producing the next generation of storytellers that are going to steward this mission into the future.
One of the things that I think makes SAL really special is our intergenerational work, from the youngest youth that we reach through our Writers in the Schools program and through our youngest readers in Summer Book Bingo, up through the elders that we reach through our programs in the Literary Arts Series.
And so when you go to an author event that SAL hosts, you see a local bookstore. Youth writers from SAL programs are always invited to read. And then you have community organizations like ours that are able to share more information about our work.
One of my favorite SAL moments happened when I got to be an audience member for Brian Stevenson.
You were Reginald Dwayne Betts.
Ta-Nehisi Coates, Anthony Doerr, Jesmyn Ward, Isabel Allende, Cheryl Strayed.
If you look at the archive of authors that SAL has brought to the city, I mean, you have Toni Morrison and Don DeLillo. People that SAL bring to our community today are often the people who are being read in classrooms tomorrow.
We got to see Jason Reynolds. The opening act for that show was a student writer who came out and read his work first. It's amazing. I could not believe the power and intense creativity that this young person was exhibiting. That was the moment when I said, Writers in the Schools, I need to know everything about this program.
WITS is a literary arts education program. It pairs writers from the community with classroom teachers at K-12 public schools and brings writers into the classroom for an extended writing residency.
I think of creative writing as a tool for grounding, for self-connection, for delight. So even if a student is not going to return to writing as their form of creative expression later in their life, they know that this is what writing is.
You know, the thing about WITS is we want to continue disrupting the norms of what education has been, making space for anyone and everyone to be creative, to ask questions, to develop critical thinking.
Whatever I dream up, I'm allowed to try out in the classroom and dream together with students. That's kind of the best part of planning, is seeing what students want to do and then building lessons around their excitement and their passion.
A typical WITS residency costs SAL about $16,000 to produce. Our school partners contribute a modest fee that covers about 20% of the program costs, and SAL fundraises to cover the remaining 80%. This year we launched WITS Rewritten, which is a pilot program that explores eradicating the school fee to participate, with the intent of making the program more accessible for students who have the least access to the arts.
SAL's greatest challenge right now is capacity. We have lots of things we'd like to do, and we have lots of things that our community would like us to do.
People's contributions will allow us to continue doing great work with students, put more writers in the schools. It allows us to bring more writers to the community. It allows us to access more.
In the last few years, we've begun offering pay what you can $10 tickets to all of our events, both in person and online. Every year, we compensate writers who are touring and also local writers who work as moderators for us. And altogether, we are contributing about $200,000 into the creative economy here through honoraria alone.
It's really important to us that we pay the culture workers who work at SAL. We have raised our salary line 48% since the years before the pandemic.
For any organization to thrive, it really takes a community rallying around, and that means we're going to invest in the work, we're going to give you feedback, we're going to be part of it, because together we're a community that cares about books.
You can tell a friend about the Writers in the Schools program. You can donate. You can get involved as a volunteer or as a writer in the schools or a board member. you can show up for the arts community.